Hi, this is Miranda and I'm back on the Kitaholic Kits, and I am going to use this sketch or this inspiration for my layout today. So I am going to follow it pretty closely. I do add just a few little things here and there. I did clear gesso this before I started my video just so that it was dry and I could be able to do this. This is the second time I had to do the mixed media background because for some reason the colors kept turning into mud and I don't know why. They're pink and clear. It didn't make any sense. So I had to restart. Thank golly Miss Molly, I had I was going to use another piece of paper, but I'm glad I had extra paper. And then I decided I'm going to use this wood grain paper for my background. So as you can see there, I'm taking my shimmers for my stash. One of them is called Cotton Candy, and then the other one is Baby's Breath. And I wanted to put it on the background. Now, you can't really see it on here, but in the still shots, you will see that the color does pick out from it. And I had to dry it just a little bit to make sure it works. And what I did is that I got some string from my stash, and we got some acrylic hearts that were pink and white in the kit, and I wanted to use those as like my anchoring piece for this string that I found. And the string is silver. And it just works really, 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 really well with the softness of this layout. I absolutely, positively love how this turns out. So I get this one down and then I work on the rest. But first I had to try to unroll this just a little bit because it seemed like it still wanted to keep rolling. And that's because I decided not to do anything to the background other than just this layout. I have a very minimum and minimalistic looking layout, but the sketch is that way too. And I do love because the impact is the flowers. Now this is part of my daughter's butterfly ball dance. I'm almost done with those photos. So I'm excited that this kit was able to allow me to get that done. So you will see most of my layout and most of my process video is working on this string and trying to get them right. That's what drove me nuts. And I hope that you enjoy the... Where did I go? I must be clicking and fixing something. I always watch I'm one of them that watches like the Blacklist or something like that, and that's probably what I'm doing. I'm always making sure that I watch something and then I try to move and change so that I can keep moving, because that's what motivates me. And just to make sure that I can do my layouts. I tend to watch a lot of either Amazon Prime, which has got my Bravo, or I watch Netflix, which has got all of my TV series that I like to watch. So my question to you is that what do you guys watch? Are you guys like a YouTuber? And I do watch YouTube videos too. Are you like a YouTuber, or are you gotta listen to just music? Like what do you listen to? I would like to, or watch. I'd like to hear what you guys think. So here I am. I'm trying to place down where I want these photos, and I do know that because I am a heavy embellisher, of course, here I am running out of embellishments again because I've now done four layouts. I think next week's my 5th. I don't know, something like that. And so I'm trying to keep all of as much as possible for embellishment purposes what I'm going to use on here. And so I'm just making sure I'm going through and trying to get everything all nice and placed. And I had to pull up the sketch, and I realized that on top they really don't put much on there, and that's where I kind of change it just a little bit because I do want to add just a little bit. So I do add that cluster up top, and then I add these little bit of flowers down on the bottom or on top on 2 different spots just to give it a little bit of extra something to it. And then that's about it. And then that's kind of my layout. So I do place a little bit of pieces here just to give it a little bit of something extra on top, but not too much. So while you're watching me embellish, make sure that you go and check out the Kitaholic Kits website. Everything will be linked there. I know that our next month's collection will be coming up soon because we're almost done with October. I cannot believe how fast October went. It just started and it went gone. Bye-bye. Okay, so I went and grabbed my arrows. Now, have you guys ever thought to use the end as like feathers? And that's what I do here. So I wasn't quite sure because I ran out of leaves. So I turned these arrows into feathers because the back part of the arrow looks like a feather. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting in the arrow and it just looks like I added a little bit of feathers to the layout. So that's another trick that you can do with feathers or with the arrows. Turn them into feathers. Make them look a little bit like it's like leaves or something like that. And in the still shots, you will see what I'm talking about. You'll see the little bit more of what I'm doing for those as well. And you can tell that it doesn't, like here on the layout, as the process video, you know that, yes, I am doing them as arrows. But if you would just look at the layout without watching the process video, you wouldn't even know that they were arrows. It looks like a, like a feather. So that's pretty cool there. So I do end up finishing up putting down all of the little hearts or the acrylic hearts. I do pull those in as well. My title is going to be called Flowers. And that's where I absolutely love what it does or how it turned out. So I'm just going to add little bits of these hearts to the layout. And let's see here. And let's see here. I'm just going to finish up adding. Sorry about the alarm. I had to go get my daughter so that she could get ready for school. I'm doing this in the morning, so I'm sorry about the alarm. And I'm just going to go get and put down the word flowers. You will see me work on that. I do add just a tad bit of splatters afterwards. And that's what I'm going to go get right here. And you'll see me put those down. I hope that you like and subscribe to the channel. I hope that you enjoy this process video. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.